We're back. We're back. Coming in a little later than expected, but hell, you guys won't know the difference because it's podcast. Who knows when we're doing this? But the boys are back right now. Mm-hmm. Got Brian and Moo and Brian, and I mean, we're gonna jump right into this fucking thing. This is the craziest shit I've ever heard of. Shooting near Nationals Park. Renewed focus on gun violence. Brian, I was sitting here, and I want to talk about Black Widow also. I was sitting here and just watching just fucking news, man, chilling out, whatever. And I was like, why did we cut to a baseball game? Why are they running around in the baseball stadium? It's impossible, I think, Brian, to get a gun in there.
I think it might have been. I think it might have been in the parking lot area outside the stadium. So they're not checking every car like that. Somebody could have had that in the purse, in the trunk, under where the spare tire is in the trunk. These people are not checking every car thoroughly like that. So I'm not surprised. Probably every game you go to, there are guns. There are guns in people's cars in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Especially if you go to a fucking Raiders game.
Yeah.
It's good, for sure.
So evidently there's like some little shop or something like that, little restaurant or whatnot, and they got the shooting in there.
Yeah.
But of course you're in the stands and you can hear it and you can see people like scrambling, ducking down, all kind of shit.
So what happened inside?
Yeah, kind of inside, a little bit inside, outside the park. And I was like, what is this, like a plastic gun? Because they do have those devices. And this gun violence thing is just ridiculous. Because they're talking about a series of shootings that happened over the weekend in Chicago, Philadelphia, then obviously DC. Mm-hmm. Chicago, at least 53 people were shot in 41 separate shootings in Chicago from Friday evening to Sunday evening. I got a question. What?
Yeah, in DC, a child was shot. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Philly's pretty bad too, man. I saw some stuff from Philly, man. You didn't see that one? Where was that one where the dude was sitting in the backseat of Uber, and a car came up and shot him in the backseat of the Uber, man. And it's on like World Star. Worldstar got some crazy stuff up there right now. I don't know if they should be. I feel like some of that stuff we should have discretion with that, because you got kids that love Worldstar, so they like yeah. No, so the more you watch that, the more you become desensitized to it. The more you see it, you know what I'm saying. After a while, you just staring at it, and more you staring at it, you become desensitized. So I don't really think that's a good idea for us, and I think. We should start, I don't say you have to be fully censored, but certain things like that, man. I mean, they literally got video of people getting their brains blown out at like point blank range. The dude, the guy, you could see the dust go through his and come out the other side on the world. I'm like, whoa.
God damn, Worldstar, are you serious?
Worldstar, I mean, I don't have a problem with World. There's a lot of stuff on Worldstar. You got content on there, but I mean, as of lately, I've been seeing a lot of crazy shit on Worldstar. Like, wow, it's a lot of kids watching this stuff, man.
Wait a minute, man. Let me pull up Worldstar. You went to Uncivilized right now. Worldstar. I mean, I quit looking at Worldstar when Homeboy died. The guy that created it, and
no, did you see that one where it was a shootout in New York, and the guy tried to hide around two little girls, and the guy is shooting at him around the little girls. He's hiding behind them, but he's still shooting at him around the little girls, and the girls are standing there like crazy stuff. They show a lot of crazy stuff, dude.
No, I didn't. I just got Worldstar pull up.
I've been watching Worldstar
right now. Worldstar is just out of goddamn control. Actually, when we get off the phone, I'm gonna pull up.
Okay, so look, if you got Worldstar, look at today's videos towards the end of it. It should be probably on the right-hand side. It says, dude gets gunned down in an Uber while waiting at a stoplight. Watch that.
Oh, today's video.
Yeah, so scroll down through all those videos, and it should be towards the right above that SUV that looked like a police SUV or something. I think we should be in the same.
Gets gunned down in Uber while waiting at a stoplight.
Yes. Yes.
God damn. Man gets gunned down in a fast food spot in Philly. Jesus. That's way out. I gotta come back to World. Shit, this podcast now is like a goddamn promotion for World Star.
But then it's like, how do these people know? They're like, oh, I just saw him. He had a drive-through in the Uber at the fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like out of nowhere, you think you cool, and you just like, next thing you know, it's just like off, lights off. That's a lights on, lights off. Like you don't even, like, you just chilling. This is like lights off. You're definitely done after that one. Like that's point.
It's almost like he must have left somebody's house, Brian. And the nigga must have been like, hey man, homeboy just left here. He's in the Uber. Cause we we just don't shoot random motherfuckers like that. No. We kind of reserve that for white people.
Yeah, they normally when they shooting that, they normally shooting at who they supposed to shoot.
Yeah, like if the kid gets caught, that's because the kid is just around that person.
Well, yeah,
he's not just shooting at random kids. You know what I'm saying? So that dude in the Uber, it's almost like somebody knew.
Yeah, no, he was also legit because after that they talked about his like tenure in the gang activity and why he may have been targeted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So he definitely wasn't. It wasn't a random shooting. Like
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't like me jumping in the Uber and I'm leaving Roosevelt University or you're leaving college and you're like, oh, I'm just jumping in the Uber. I'm a regular ass nigga. No.
They knew exactly what they were doing and they got who they wanted to get right there. Yeah. I feel bad for the Uber driver.
Yeah,
you got this thing this motherfucker in your car. You have no clue that you got a dude that is wanted by a lot of dangerous individuals in your car. You come up to a stoplight, next thing you know, it's like you get dumped on inside your car. Man, that had to be the most traumatic shit, like for him, ever.
Yeah, people need to understand that it is very, very, very hard to get shot if you stay out of certain areas and around certain people. Now sometimes it can just happen. You at a gas station, motherfucker come up there and shoot, that can just happen.
Yeah.
But I mean shit, being Brian at birth worked door and doing the door, you don't think about it unless I worked some nightclubs in Hollywood and certain hip hop nights.
Yeah.
And like Benzino came up and shot at the spot that I was working the door and everybody's kind of laid on the ground. This is like in 2003, 2004. I was watching the DMX documentary, the Rough Riders one.
Yeah.
And I forgot about that Rough Rider time. Mm-hmm. They were basically, it's almost like everybody kind of had their time, like Dre, Snoop, Tupac, Death Row had their time.
Mm-hmm.
And then what started to fuck up the time was arrest.
Yes.
Suge kept beating up people. And then I remember I worked at Garden of Eden or The Gate. The Gate was a nightclub that was on La Cienega. That's the one that I had just left because I was covering for a guy and I was going to go to work another shift. And then right when I left, Suge came in.
That was up there. Was that up there by like Lowry's and Steve Rose up there? Yeah.
Yeah, the Gate was right there, Brian. Remember when Suge came in and robbed the whole guy? The Bloods he brought was robbing people and people started running out.
Yeah.
And Suge was like, damn, man, to the club owner, like, I'm sorry. And laid 50 or like 100,000 cash down. It was like, for your troubles.
Oh yeah.
And the club owner was like, well, fuck, this damn near covered the night. This covers the night. You just give me 100 grand. I can't let you back in here.
Yeah.
But this covered. And then with the Rough Riders, I mean, I had no idea Swiss Beats was the nephew of the Rough Riders guys. Of the two main, it was three siblings. It was two brothers and obviously a sister. And they were the ones that were in charge. They found DMX. He was like hanging out in a fucking like a crack house, some shit.
Yeah, he was robbing. He was robbing people with pit bulls, man. That's
yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was bringing big, massive dogs. He had a real weapon. He just be like, "Look, I'm just gonna let him go in a second. You better give me."
Yeah, you watch the same documentary, then at least you just know that about DMX. DMX literally would tell people, this is better than a gun. Because a gun, you can kind of run from it. You're not running from
the stuff.
I could miss you with a bullet. The dog's not going to miss you.
No,
and the pit bull will fuck you up. It will fucking kill you.
It's gonna lock. It's gonna lock on, and it's gonna hurt very bad.
It's done deal.
Yeah.
And so they got him out, and then like one of his childhood buddies like put a fucking crack in a cigarette and all this kind of shit.
I don't know. The dude said he didn't do that. I mean, I don't know.
The dude said he didn't do that. I mean, I don't know. But then again, you look at him, you're like, damn, X, you might have been about that life, about just being high. I mean, shit, it can happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the same thing with Rockefeller, Jigga and them, and then people start the money. Well, Dame is yelling at Def Jam, so obviously Russell was like, "We gotta get rid of this fucking guy."
Oh, you see, Dame is pissed off with Jay-Z right now.
Yeah, he is, because Jay-Z. Oh, that's a complete segue. Beautiful, Brian. Thank you. You went to Uncivilized.
Yeah.
What is that about? I know what it's about. I want you to.
Well, I think supposedly he has a share of the Reasonable Doubt, so he was trying to sell his portion. But it seems as if he was trying to sell the whole thing off. So Jay-Z, so Jay-Z and then put a cease and desist on everything. It was like, you can't even sell your 15%. He's like, I'm just trying to sell my portion. But they're like, nah.
Yeah.
And I think Jay-Z want to have he want 100% of it. So what he need to just go ahead and do is if Dave say he got 15%, buy his 15%. Why you being so difficult with this? Like, I think it's just it's like, you gonna let him hold on. Then you won't let him have control over it, do whatever he want with it. Just buy it from him then. You can have
Why are you fucking with this fucking guy?
Yeah, you're rich. You're
beyond rich.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
Dame is not really rich. I mean,
fuck no. He's
he has some millions, but he also spends millions. So you know how that works. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's still a millionaire for sure.
No, I'm looking up right now. I'm on the computer. We're gonna get this.
Yeah, he's not.
Dame Dash net worth.
I don't think he's on Jay-Z level.
Yeah. Oh wow, hold on, buddy. Yeah, he's It says his net worth is 10 million.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's good then.
Oh wow, that's yeah.
I mean, I feel like he should have more than that, but I mean, teach his own. I mean, I don't know.
No. This is record executive and entrepreneur Damon Dash net worth seems to vary according to sources. Per celebrity net worth and just riches, he has only $10,000 to his name. But Wealthy Genius stated he has $1 million. Yeah, he's not worth 10 million. That's right. Because he had to go bankrupt. Jay-Z should leave him the fuck alone and give him that fucking money. Because you know this. I don't know if you remember this, because I was close to there in Chicago when all this was starting.
Yeah.
And Dame Dash would go on the record companies. Remember, Jay-Z was already old.
Yeah, Jay-Z just fucking with. I think Jay-Z just fucking with him a little bit.
They didn't want to sign Jay-Z, Brian, because the nigga was already old.
Yeah.
And Dame would go in there and literally damn near beat people up. You know, he was crazy. He didn't fuck around.
Yeah.
So Jay has to remember, sometimes even though people are difficult, and maybe he doesn't work in that world like Leo Cohen and all them, like basically working well with some of the white people that now you're kind of, the catch you're trying to move up on. He still got you in the door. He still got you in a lot of clubs with your old motherfucking ass.
Oh, you talking about Dame Dash?
Got Jay-Z in a lot of shit. They didn't want to fuck around.
Dame Dash walked into executive offices and went off on execs to where they were gonna he made sure Jay-Z got what he deserved.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Jay-Z wasn't speaking for himself. Dame Dash was walking. That's why I'm like, let the man control his 15% or give him the money and you have 100%. Just pay the man. Even if he wanted $25 million, you shouldn't have. Just give him $25 million. Put him back on his feet again, because he started this shit with you.
You remember the Def Jam tour?
Yeah.
It was the Rockefeller tour.
Yeah.
And I was hanging with Russell at the time. Shit, so were you. You were doing like a second hoodless shit.
Yep.
And I was at Russell's house, and I was like, this is when Dame Dash was doing the whole daddy thing and all that kind of shit.
Was that when you NWN? Because I was there when y'all was doing NWN with O'Neal.
Yeah, and Russell was like, watch the tape. The Rockefeller tour, it said presented by Def Jam. He's like, why is Def Jam on it? But Russell's like, it's like an umbrella.
Yeah.
If anybody know business, Brian, let's pyramid the motherfucking shit. At the top was what? Probably Universal or Sony Music.
Probably.
Then under that would have been Def Jam. Then Def Jam was Rockefeller Records was like, what is it, Brian? Like underneath umbrella under them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Universal.
It's like a mini major.
Yeah, like a mini major. It's like Puffy had Bad Boy, but Bad Boy was underneath.
It's like a mini major.
Yeah, the only one to completely do it, Brian, was who? Master P.
Yes.
Master P.
P, and probably, I would say maybe Cash Money.
Yeah.
I say maybe. I think they started with Universal though. They did no. You're right. They started with Universal. I think they did a mini major when they were doing big timers. Yeah, I think that was a mini. Yeah. So yeah.
That's what makes Master P.
Yeah.
Damn near to go to the shit. Nobody really wants to talk about it. Yeah. He didn't have to deal with anybody. Nah. Master P kept all that shit. And when he had his run was strong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was strong over here too, man.
Snoop went to Master P. Snoop went to No Limit.
Man, I have so much No Limit on my computer right here. Oh, man. I'm telling you, No Limit was a shit, man.
Yeah, who was this brother that I think he's still in jail right now? I think nigga might be getting out, Brian.
C Murder.
Yeah, he wasn't fucking around. Master P and them niggas wasn't fucking around. That DMX shit, them niggas weren't fucking around at all. DMX was hanging out in abandoned buildings in the Bronx. Yeah, shit, I would like just crazy shit.
Yeah, I've actually seen some like projects and some stuff outside of California. And some of those motherfuckers are run the fuck down. I mean, they look even worse than some of the worst stuff out here. Like some of them, like
nothing. Yeah.
I mean,
I remember. Wow. I was in Cabo. It was fuck that. Yes. I remember being in Cabo with you, Greg, and me, and Kofi.
Oh yeah.
And Kofi was from like outside of DC, kind of close to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Man, Baltimore was crazy. And I think
Baltimore is crazy. Yeah.
Greg's that, because even in the DMX special, they were like, shit, this is worse than New York out here. This is fucking crazy. And Greg was like, man, I don't know if it's worse than some place. And Kofi looked at Greg and was like, have you ever been to Baltimore?
Yeah, for real.
He was like, nigga, are you crazy? LA has the expanse, but that little pocket of Baltimore is like a nightmare. It's like, get the fuck out of here with Baltimore. Yeah. Now they're starting, of course, Brian, now they're starting to gentrify all that shit.
Yeah.
The white people.
Those spots are real bad still.
Those spots are real bad, but some of those bad, just like in LA, some of those bad spots, you're like, oh, wow, it's a Starbucks. Oh, there's a white bitch jogging with a dog. You're like, oh, this is way out. When I was a kid, you'd gotten your ass flipped over in this area.
Yeah, probably like 3 years ago. I mean, I don't know if it's changed that much in 3 years, but it was bad, man. I mean, you had like a family that lived in one of those little tall, slender, look like Philly houses. Like, and then the next one will be boarded up with a little hole in there. I'm like, damn, are they running drugs? Somebody could just be in there at night and they're right next to a real family. And then the next one's boarded up, and then you got a family there. Then you go down and the window shot out and that one's boarded up. Then you got a family on the other side. So this whole street is filled with families and boarded up houses. So at night that street is popping. Right now, all those boarded up, you got transients going in there doing drugs. That whole street is fucked up. Like,
no, there's some areas definitely in America, and you're with the Uncivilized right now. There are areas in America that are just fucked up, and that's why you hear people in rap, shit, niggas in life will say like, oh, I need to get out of the hood, or I need to get out of, and they're really dead serious about that shit. Yeah. I mean, when I was in Virginia, we were pretty cool money-wise. And then when I went to Alabama, we definitely were not. We were definitely, to put it in perspective, my parents, both parents, the house rent was $525.
Oh, really?
You figure it out.
Jeez.
We lived, yes. Yes, I used to cut grass. That's why Brian makes fun of my feet. I used to cut. I was like a black ass Tom Sawyer.
He did. He used to cut grass barefoot. Who did that? But he had shoes though.
Yeah, but he chose, right?
Yeah, he chose to cut grass barefoot.
I used to cut grass, Brian. I'd go door to door because I wasn't getting any school clothes.
Your big tall man should have been pulling cats out of trees for old. Like,
oh my God, that's really funny, dude. Jesus Christ, that's really fucking funny. I'm gonna tell you this, that's something that's not funny. You with Uncivilized again. You with Moo and B. Are we gonna talk about this goddamn reinstatement of the mask mandate? Whew, had to happen. You know, I think Brian even might have called this one. I think he told me he was in LA somewhere. He was like, yeah, it's kind of getting a little bit too back to normal out here, don't y'all think?
Oh, yeah.
And I think Biden, and tell me what you think. I think Biden now is sitting back like, man, probably shouldn't have done that whole, if you're vaccinated, you know, you're good not to wear one. If you're unvaccinated, you know, you probably should still wear one because then you give people that free choice of not wearing the mask.
You should have just left it. Everybody still wear one until we are officially able to say that everybody doesn't have to wear one anymore.
Yeah,
you have to do that because you talk about some crazy ass people. These motherfuckers probably got COVID. He told me I ain't have to wear no mask no more. I'm about to go to the grocery store and just cough all over the grapefruits and shit. It's like you know what I'm talking about. Crazy ass.
Dude, this just crazy old Trump motherfuckers. I was watching TV and I actually like and don't like what the news is showing. Because every time they show somebody that's not vaccinated or somebody that's getting sick, it's like a black person. I'm like, where are all the Trump white people in Arizona, in Nevada, in the rest of the South that are also dying of COVID and are unvaccinated? It's not just like black people are walking around, the only ones not taking the vaccine. That's bullshit. We only make up, I think I did this last week, we only make up 13% of the population. 7% of that's going to be women because there's more women than men. 1% of that's going to be kids. So that means, because you know niggas have a lot of kids, there's a lot of black kids everywhere. And then that means that there's 5% black males, 1%, if not 2% of that's incarcerated or dead at the rate that we're killing. And that's a fact. Like my dad was like, oh, that's 1%. Because I broke this down with my dad 2 days ago. He said, oh, there's only 4% of black males, period. Period. And you know, if 1% is incarcerated, you mean to tell me that then, what does that equal? Like 10% of the population is the one that only get COVID? Get the fuck out of here. My dad said people forget because they don't show it. Alabama is white and country as fuck. So is Georgia. Georgia is just not Atlanta niggas. The rest of Georgia is what shot Ahmaud Arbery.
Yes,
that's the real Georgia.
Yeah, that's real. That's real red. That's why Georgia was normally Republican, because all of those country, Georgia just flipped. That's what I'm saying. Like a majority of, I understand that. A majority of those backwoods, they ain't coming out. They coming out of there. Oh, they Republican. Yeah, and they don't know any. And a lot of them probably don't even know anything about politics. They just like, no. I know what I support. I support my neighborhood and everybody I grew up around and all the shit that I don't. And that's all I care about.
Even after fucking Trump, you're gonna get the fuck out of here. Get those goddamn niggers out of my yard.
Yeah, 2024. I'm telling you, this 2024. Oh, we're gonna see something similar to. I mean, I'm not gonna call this, but I'm just saying, like, you know, the whole insurrection thing we have with that. Oh, this is how they're gonna come with promoting Trump for 2024. I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna storm the White House, but they're gonna be all over the place. They're gonna make sure that Trump gets back in here because they can't even hear their fearless leader on the internet because he's been banned from the internet. So he said all this stuff that's unjustly happened to him. So all these people can't wait. I'm telling you, 2024 is gonna be a complete.
I know you're not talking about my Dog.
It's crazy.
Love
person,
that motherfucker. I love him. He's a piece of fucking garbage.
Jeez,
there's if you're listening to this, you know, sometimes people get confused unless they've really been to the South. Definitely niggas get confused about what real racism actually looks like. Like a cop whipping your ass is just a cop whipping your ass. I mean, shit, sometimes black cops whoop you. I got pulled on one time. The motherfucking nigga wanted to arrest me. And the white boy was like, chill the fuck out, man. We don't have to do all this shit. Because you know how sometimes niggas get when they get power.
Well, you know, well, that motherfucker might have got spooked and he might have been new on the job and was like, let me get this nigga so I look good for this.
Exactly. I look good for this white guy.
Yeah, and then he was like, chill out. He was like, whew, okay. All right, brother.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Hey, Brian, he whispered in my ear. Sorry about that, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Brian, and then you get passive white, which you and I have dealt with, just like a movement of the purse.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like extra looks, like what the fuck is you? Then they look away real quick.
Yeah.
And then you get just real deal. I don't even want to live near you. And that's the South.
I don't want you even standing next to me.
Next, like I remember I was talking to Crown, and he was like, man, because Crown gets this, Crown's a mutual friend of ours. Yeah. And Crown gets this because he's just a nice fucking guy. And sometimes he's just not as mean as I can be. I'll just cuss a motherfucker out. And Crown, facts, I'll just cuss him out. We were at the bar one time and a mutual friend of ours, Christine, was saying, remember that time Christine was at the bar? And she was just telling Christine, if you get your motherfucking ass in the goddamn bar, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. This is a girl. And Christine was like, cool. And Brian, you looked at it like, better get in the bar, bitch. Because that's like you got the full taste of me cussing you the fuck out. And so Crown is at the Elks, when me and Brian know the Elks, and Crown's like, and I think they're racist in there. I'm like, well, one, you the nigga that joined a place called the Elks. I mean, I didn't know niggas went to them. Like, motherfucking me and Brian never went to the motherfucking Elks. We never went to Jocks and Daly because it looked racist to me. It looked like a biker bar. I'm not going in there. And they had a police siren in there. I was like, are niggas even allowed in here? We never went to Bigfoot.
But we've been in there now.
What's up?
I said we've been in there now. We've been inside there.
We've been in there now only because he invited us, but only because really, when I started working at Bigfoot, Brian, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Let's check this area out if you're going to be over here. And then Bigfoot, we never went to that place. It was like a country bar. And I love how some and a Logan, they were like, oh, Saints and Sinners was the best. I'm like, couldn't have been that goddamn good because me and Brian never set foot in that motherfucker. Do you remember Saints and Sinners? I remember it. I remember me and you driving by the motherfucker to go to Hollywood, to go to the best bar we ever went to. And we talked about it last time, guys. Rest in peace to these motherfucking bars. Oh my God. Stonefire Pizza.
Yeah, we did use the bar hop a lot.
And then what was the Mexican place, Brian? Spanish
Kitchen.
Yeah. And so sometimes you can just feel, you know, certain spots, you're like, okay, this is cool, this is not. But back to Crown, I was like, Crown, if this place was racist, like in Alabama, they would have never let you in. They would have never let you in.
Thanks.
I lived in Huntsville, right here. This is Alabama. Huntsville's here, Birmingham's right here, Selma's like right here. Right here is a town called, I think it's Coleman. In Lovecraft Country, it's a Lovecraft Country did a lot of shit. And looks like HBO picked it up, Brian. I think. Oh
yeah, I saw that. But are they gonna start off where they left off?
Yeah. Start season 2, where she's got like deep shit happening in that.
That's sick. That's dope.
And that was a sundown city.
Yeah.
Even when I was a kid, you couldn't drive through. Brian, you couldn't drive through that motherfucker in the dark.
Oh yeah.
So my father, a grown man in the 90s, like a nigga in LA is like, are you crazy? Snoop Dogg was out. Like, we're out here living our lives and you niggas are driving around a fucking city that they don't want black people in the dark. If you're still living in the South, I know some of my Southern friends listen to this podcast because they tell me they've been waiting for us to come back. Y'all need to be careful and y'all might want to think about getting the fuck out of there.
Thanks.
Like Brian said, when 2024 comes, they're coming strong.
You definitely want to stay out of their cities when 2024 happens. because there's gonna be a huge rush for Trump to come back. I'm telling you, right?
Huge.
If there are no criminal charges filed on him at all, he doesn't go for tax, because I heard something happen with his taxes, or his CEO or CFO of his financials. So he got arrested or something for something. I'm not quite sure, but
oh, I saw that shit. It's all over CNN. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that has anything to do with him personally, but if it does, and he can't run for president, that's your best bet. But if he can run for president, it's gonna be a close ass race. Just I don't care what Joe Biden does. This 4 years, I'm gonna tell you right now, Joe Biden could be the best president up to this point. They still gonna try and vote him back in there. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely.
His words over those 4 years have stirred up a lot of confusion.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, a lot of old historical confusion. He just confused a bunch of people that just like to listen to him. So yeah, he just fucked a lot of stuff up.
Nah, he's fucked a lot of stuff up, man. And it's just oh my God, Brian, I'm just so sick of this fucking shit. Just wear the goddamn mask or get the vaccine or just stay in your house. And Brian, can you please segue to Coco fucking golf? Can you?
Well, she got COVID.
Let me tennis serve you this fucking goddamn topic.
Well, yeah. I guess she got COVID and she will not be. She'll be missing the Olympics, Tokyo Olympics.
Are you fucking kidding me, Brian? This girl is ranked like number 20. Before Naomi Osaka, this was the girl that was beating Serena Williams. And then everybody kind of freaked out. Yeah. And she cried. Remember that? She beat her. No, she wasn't whooping her. Naomi Osaka's like
when she
literally beating Serena.
Yeah, now when she played Naomi Osaka, she was like 15 years old. She was very young. So that's why I was like, yeah, so I mean, she played Serena, but I think she played Serena maybe after Naomi Osaka a little bit. I think
really?
Well, first time, I mean, have you seen that Naomi Osaka documentary on Netflix?
No.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I watched it with my mom. She wanted to watch it. So yeah, they showed that competition.
Well, how old is she?
She's 17 right now. She's been playing tennis. Golf? Yeah, she's 17 right now. She's been playing for 2 years. When she played Naomi, she was 15.
Oh yeah, she's 17. Yeah. Naomi's 23. Naomi way older than her.
That's what I'm saying. When she played Naomi, she was 15 years old when they competed. Like, she's been playing. She was a professional at 15. That's insane. I mean, you got some foreign players.
That is crazy as hell.
You got some foreign players that play other sports and stuff, and they start off real young like that. But normally in professional in the States, I mean, 15, you normally still in like high school. You got to go to college first before you can play professional, like certain things. But
oh wow, dude. Naomi Osaka, after losing to Coco Golf, January 27th, 2020. So Naomi, Coco whooped that ass not too
at 16 years old.
Yeah, beat that ass. She
at 16 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, she dates. I think she with that rapper YBN Corday or something.
The guy that looks like a girl.
No, I don't know if he looks like a girl. I don't know.
The joke, Brian.
Oh yeah,
he's like a soft, pudgy faced, light skinned kid.
Yeah, he remind me of. You remember that group, Immature?
Yes, he's like a kid.
He remind me of the dude, the main dude.
The main dude. Yeah.
Marcus Houston. You remind me of him because he had his hairstyle like that with them little braids like that when he was on Immature. Looked just like that.
Yeah, he like a young kid. Good for that kid, you know. Good for him. He's because Naomi, she's a good-looking girl, and plus she's fucking Naomi Osaka. She's a goddamn tennis star. She's having a problem with. We talked about it with the talking to the sports writers, Brian, and the media. I'm like, Naomi, that's kind of part of the deal. Don't goddamn who's the chick in Precious? What was the black chick's name? Monique.
Oh yeah.
Monique. A lot of people who don't know acting or how acting and becoming a movie star works First of all, you would have cussed me out if I did what Monique did. You'd be like, wait a minute, Mo. Let me get this straight. You finally get in a movie, Mo, and you're the star. You're nominated for an Oscar, and you don't want to go to Cannes for free. And you could take me. Because remember, they give you, like, it'd be me, female baby, probably you and Ian. Because I can take 4 or 5 people. The studio's like, take who the fuck you want to take, because you're going to be there for like a week.
Nice.
And you don't want to go. Her husband, she lets her husband, because some of these girls let their husband control shit. Monique's husband's like, well, you know, she needs some personal time right now. The studio's like, wait a minute, we're trying to send you to Cannes Film Festival in Italy, or in France, where the fuck is, for free. Shit. If I'd have told you, hey man, I got into Cannes, you're like, cool. And then you'd be like, I'm packed. No, I would just get a text. I'm packed. Let's go. Everything,
it'll be a picture of like a spread of Jordans. I'd be like, which Jordan should I take?
Which Jordan should I take? Brian, you know, you've been around sports people, celebrity. You know how this goes, Brian. When you're a celebrity or you're in like movie or athlete, you've seen entourages. I've let them in. You've seen me let those niggas into the bungalow. You've been around there. They normally aren't paying for dinner. The owner wants a photo, and that's it to put on the wall or whatever, or the dinner's discounted. Or you know what happens sometimes, Brian?
They'll tip them out pretty good too. They cash tip them out.
They cash tip them out. Or my buddy, great story. My buddy was like, Drake came in. I said, oh wow, Drake came in, he ate and everything. A table of bitches bought his dinner. He came in by himself. He had his like an iPad flip up. And he had like, he was basically writing rhymes, and he just wanted to be by himself in the corner. And he had like a laptop and an iPad flip or whatever. And the bitch was like, is that Drake? Some white bitch. Oh my God.
Of course.
Oh my God. I love Drake. Can I want to buy his dinner. And the waiter was like, that's Drake. Bitch, Drake is by this restaurant. Have you seen the nigga's house? Have you you've seen Drake's house?
Yeah, but you have to understand, she's she's like, what could I do to stand out?
Yeah.
Most bitches want most bitches want to have their dinner paid for by Drake. I'm gonna pay for his. They do stuff like that. Like I had a homie that played like baseball. I'm not gonna throw any names out. But so one time I was at his crib, everybody was partying and stuff, and then the girl he was seeing came to the house. And she comes to the front door, and I open the door, and she has a dozen roses. I'm like, who are those for? And she was like, that's for him. And I was like, you brought roses to him?
To a nigga. Like, why is this nigga getting roses?
Yeah. And this is a girl that would never send roses to another guy unless he had some money. I mean,
There comes a time, guys, where you can gain control, full control. But the weird part of that, Brian, is that by the time you get that control is when you're wealthy. It's the power. You know, Kanye, right after the Kim Kardashian breakup, Brian, where was Kanye? Oh, I'll tell you where he was.
In Utah.
Nope.
Something.
He was in France with that model.
Oh, yeah, you said after the breakup.
Yeah, the olive skin. Well, she's a fucking model, the French fucking model. And I was like, oh, there's Kanye in France.
But she kicked him to the curb already.
Oh, she did?
Oh, she literally went out on a meeting and she was like, I just want everybody to know I just like him as a friend. We just friends. I was like, you can't do that to Kanye. I was like, you can't do that to Kanye.
Oh,
yeah, you can't do that to Kanye.
Man,
come on. You gotta.
Chicks got horsehair here. You can't do that.
You can't move on from Kim Kardashian and think you got something else. And then she like, we just friends. Like, I mean, I'm sure they were more than just friends. But I mean, I'm just saying. But but she don't want anything else beyond. She stated that, like,
wow.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Jesus. I was like, Kanye, you let her go.
I gotta. Yeah. Hey, you know what? It happens.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, he's also working on his Donda album. They had a listening party.
Yeah. So talk about that, Brent. What's going on with this now?
I
The Donda album.
mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on with it, but I know that they had a listening party like recently. So,
Who produced? I mean, is he the only one producing it? Does he have? Is anything leaked?
well, no, they don't have anything leaked, but they say Kevin Durant was dancing when he heard it.
Oh my God!
Supposedly Tyler, the Creator, and
Was in there?
Kanye was
Yeah,
were in the studio together recently.
yeah,
So, yeah, who knows? You know, he probably got a slew of just like random people, and then hopefully, and where he had the listening party, I should just try and find it. I didn't have it pulled up, but it looked like he had it at something that looked like a church. I'm like, dude, you don't want to play too much and stuff like that, man. I mean, do you want to be like, you know what I'm saying? This is the thing. You gotta understand the transition. You remember Yeezus?
yeah,
The
yeah.
album?
I'm all
Yeah,
in. Yeah,
yeah. What's
yeah,
the black skinhead? I mean, he's been
yeah,
all over the place. So I'm trying to figure out where he's going
yeah,
with this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. What are you trying to do here, buddy? Just
Ye-
put your
ye-
music out, relax. You got rid of some thick old cheeks,
Yeah.
and yeah, just figure out what you want to do. Get your shit together. Do me a favor, get your shit together and just kind of relax a little bit and come back strong. He's going to come back strong. I mean, he's one of the gods. And to Kiyoshi, an old friend, little Niglet and Blackie Sack, he is the guy. He's his, because he's young. So for him, Kanye is his top guy. You know what I mean? Which
Mhm.
I mean, I've had top dudes for a little while, like when one of Wayne's albums came out, I was like, I think Wayne might be the best right now. I remember actually niggas was saying Wayne might be the best right now.
Mhm.
And then even Charlemagne was like, I think Wayne was drinking the syrup or some shit happened. He said, oh, if Wayne died,
Mhm.
it was like 2 years ago. Remember that one? Like, damn, is Wayne gonna die? And they was like, Wayne would go down as like one of the goats for sure if he
Mhm.
was to die right now, because you would have to open up. And then you and I are old enough to remember, it was like, this nigga was on so many fucking mixtapes and people's songs.
Oh yeah. And he also was producing first. He was a
Yeah.
producer first. So this came from this dude. What's his name? Justin LA Boy or whatever. He said Kanye played his new album for me and KD last night in Vegas. Man, listen, the production is light years ahead of its time, and the bars sound like he's broke and hungry, trying to get signed again. And artists who plan on dropping soon should just push it back. So he's saying that this
Wow.
is he's saying a lot right now.
That's very
Now I'm
bold.
gonna tell you right now that the album is entitled Donda, which is his mother. This is probably gonna be a fire album. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah,
He's not gonna play with an album with his mama's name on it. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is probably. I'm actually really interested in hearing this. I mean, he's probably rapping Kanye like back to when his mama was here.
Yeah,
on Donda album. I'm telling you right now, this might be some fire there. I'm pretty sure of it too. I'm pretty sure you'll be calling me like.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was my he still is, but there was a point where he was like my favorite.
Besides Jigga, your favorite.
Over Jigga.
Yeah.
He was my favorite. For when We Major came out, I think that's Pat's favorite song too. I think me and Pat talked about it online.
I think we all have been drunk in a bar singing We Major together.
Yeah. And I remember when the song with him and Jay-Z came out, Otis, and me and Brian and Greg were at Cabo, and me and Greg did the karaoke of it.
Probably.
And we were like performing, and Brian was like, Brian will kind of have his hat on, he'll get the beat going. But this is when we would go to Cabo and we owned the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Owned it. Yeah. We probably were like 10 deep, 5 to 10 more people were meeting us. We knew every bitch in the motherfucker. We knew all the bartenders. It was right before I started working there, I think. Mm-hmm. It was just lights out craziness. Mm-hmm. And that fucking karaoke, man, that was a hell of a hang. That was a strong hang, boy. That's one of those hangs that you step back and you're like, God damn, this is a strong hang.
Oh yeah, we used to hang there. We used to hang there all the damn time.
But that karaoke night with Kanye and Jay-Z's Otis.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ, this is strong.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something else that's strong, and we're gonna put a button on this cast. We're like jamming right now on this. This is excellent energy, and you know what happens tomorrow? We can cut the shit. You know what I'm calling you. You know I'm calling you. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That guy.
Oh man.
That guy.
I'm gonna tell you, Chris Paul, you better step it up, man. Chris Paul, step it up. You gotta step it up, man. Brian. You got tenure over Giannis. I mean, you're not as tall as Giannis, but don't let him do this to you, man. And man, they should have swept these. I'm telling you right there, game 3 and game 4 was so close.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. If they lose this, man, I don't think they're gonna lose it though. I think they're gonna flip the script. I think they're gonna win in Milwaukee, and I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go to a game 7.
Okay.
But Chris Paul has to step up, and it's not Devin Booker's fault. Devin Booker's putting
up
40.
Nigga dropped 40.
He dropped 42 before that, so it's like let the man do his thing. That dude is dope. It's Chris Paul. Chris Paul,
and tell me if I'm wrong, Brian. You guys went to Uncivilized. This podcast, we're fucking doing it right now. Tell me if I'm wrong, Brian. Does Chris Paul, and niggas know people like this, men, it's not a black thing. Doesn't matter if you're white, Asian, black, Mexican, whatever. That one friend they'll be like, hey, we got to do this. We got to like, because people get sick of Chris Paul because he's like demonstrative, kind of bossy. But then when it gets time, I bet your Booker's looking at him right, Brian.
Yeah.
He looking like, nigga, all this yelling and shit you was doing.
Yeah.
How many points he had, Brian?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Forgettable. But it was forgettable. Ladies and gentlemen, it was forgettable points.
And then he had some turnovers that were upsetting. So
you know, Brian know what I'm talking about. And any guy listening to this podcast knows exactly what I'm talking about. When you're like, bro, all that motherfucking yelling you was doing.
Yeah, stop the barking.
You know I mean? Yeah, like, bro.
Let's see some gameplay.
Bro, you can't make a shot, bro.
No.
The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Turning the ball over. And we're listening to you yell because we young cats. We're like, it's Chris. We're going to listen to Chris. Now those young cats are like, really, nigga?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
But I got last prediction. No, Brian. Hell, I might call Brian tomorrow and be like, I got the Suns.
You can't. You can't.
At halftime, Brian, I call this motherfucker at halftime. Like, Brian, I got the Suns.
You can't do it.
Brian,
so you call it. You call it.
If I do some shit.
Yeah, you call it Milwaukee. That's your team. So we're gonna leave.
Yeah, I got Milwaukee.
Right,
I got Milwaukee. Brian is.
I got the Suns.
He got the Suns. We just got to see what. I'm just looking at the sports shit right now, guys. You with the Uncivilized again, Brian and Moo, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing I want to jump in. God damn, I got the energy for this shit right now.
Do it.
Are we canceling the Olympics, B?
I mean, I don't know. I can't go to it. So
no, I'm talking about as a country as a whole, as a topic. Yeah. Not us, nigga. I'm talking about
yeah. I mean, I don't think the Olympics should be canceled. I mean, I think they should really second guess and let what's her name run, Shikari. I mean, you talking about some marijuana? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh no, I'm talking about Japan's like, no, don't come over because of COVID.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, do you think that COVID is going to cancel the Olympics?
It could possibly if this new version like increases and enhances itself. So yeah, it probably could. I mean, you got to think Japan's like they probably like, nah, I don't want. You probably could have like 50 to 70 different countries in Japan. Like
they don't want that shit.
No, that's too many people. No. You gotta understand. That's a lot of people on an island, man.
Yeah,
a lot more. A lot more. That's a lot of people there visiting, man, for like weeks, dude. Like for a while.
You know what? You brought that up.
And you remember, and what happened in Japan? That big ass earthquake that was like a 9.1. You remember that shit that destroyed that reactor and stuff over there?
Yeah. God damn, Japan has 126 million people. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So think another 50 to 70 countries. I mean, how many people you think that is equivalent to? Like maybe 100, another 100, 200,000, another 250,000 people there?
Yeah.
Maybe for a span of 2-3 weeks. I mean,
let me put in perspective just how big or just how small Japan is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a mic drop this one. California is approximately 403,882 square kms.
Mm-hmm.
Japan is 377,000 square. California is bigger than Japan. It is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, I'm reading it, and I looked it up. Yeah. No, it's California. Square is bigger than Japan.
California almost runs all the way up from like north to south of the United States. So, I mean, when you get up top, like it's pretty long. It's definitely long.
Yeah, it's long. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then imagine all those people just coming to California. Fuck out of here. And going not the full of California like we're talking about, B. We're talking about just where they at in Tokyo?
Mm-hmm.
Just one city. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Hey guys, you've been listening to Uncivilized. We were jamming tonight, giving a lot of energy, a lot of good fucking takes, talking a lot of goddamn shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, the mask mandate is coming back to damn near every damn state's about to start doing the shit. New York's talking about it again. And wear your mask, be safe. If you're vaxxed, just maybe wear a mask. Hell, I think you got to wear a mask too. If you're unvaxxed, think about getting a vaccine or at least quarantine yourself so you don't get sick. It's your choice to do what you need to do, but
okay, I got this. So listening event, 8 p.m. Thursday, July 22nd, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia.
But Kanye's album?
Kanye West, Donda. I'm looking at the Instagram post.
Oh wow.
Kanye West presents Donda.
Donda. Oh wow.
And he's doing Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Okay.
Yeah.
You remember did he do it at the Staples Center one time or something? With Kid Cudi there?
He did.
Man, yeah. Kid Cudi gonna come crazed out.
Yeah, he's gonna be out of his fucking. Yeah, Kid Cudi's gonna come in a mini skirt. This weird ass motherfucker. But yeah, his album's gonna drop this week, so.
Yeah, it probably will drop on Friday the 23rd.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
It's called Donda, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty interested. If the listening party's on the 22nd, which is a Thursday, albums normally drop on Friday, so it'll probably drop the next day, I think, or he may wait a week after that. I would do it the next day.
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen photos of Kanye with his dad. Kanye West's dad beats cancer. They celebrate by eating bugs. What the hell? I've never seen Kanye West is with his dad at a game. He looks like his father.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like his dad. I've never seen photos of him and his dad.
Yeah, I've never really seen photos of him and his dad either.
Yeah. Shit, he bought his dad a nasty ass Porsche. Dad stepping out. Yeah, Donda West was born July the 12th. So I could see what would inspire him to
do it now.
Album now, because it's the month of his mother's birth. So
and it's probably gonna be banging too. That's probably gonna be sick, dude. I'll tell you right now.
Oh yeah.
He's probably gonna have some of the nastiest samples. I know who you gonna call. He gonna have some of the nastiest samples imaginable in there. Oh yeah.
Well, the thing about it is that I'm gonna know about it because of
he may use a sample from your favorite 4 times a steak commercial. Just make that shit slap.
I was wondering when it was time to end the podcast. Guys, thank you for listening. This has been Moo.
Brian.
Brian's already doing mean jokes about my steak. Love himself.
He's Taco Bell 4 times a steak. Love himself.
But hey, thank you guys for listening today. Great podcast. We'll be hearing from us soon.
Yes, sir.
And talk to you guys later. Hey.
Peace.